Hey YouTube, sorry for the length of these, but I just kind of want to make sure that I get all the story out so that you know exactly what's going on. And also, so that we can have several videos that you can just watch for days and days. So anyway, this is part two of that, of just my coming out and really trying to understand my sexuality videos. And so continue where I was at. I really pursued the pure life that is ultimately how I feel like everyone should live until they're married. It doesn't seem like it's always something that you can achieve, but I definitely believe that we should strive for it because that's really what Christ calls us to do, to live pure. Because as we live pure, where there's so much power in it, and there's so much power and self-control in just every aspect of our lives. Um, so anyway, I was striving for it, and then I hit a wall, and ultimately I was like, "What in the heck? Like these feelings are still here. Um, I don't understand this. I don't understand why I've literally fought this my entire life, and I fought these feelings, and um, just exactly everything that I felt, and everything that I felt I was told that everything that I felt was wrong, and that it was so sinful, and so ultimately, it's so long for doing that, it created this self hatred in me that I just hated myself. I hated really who I was and who I was becoming, and God doesn't create the sinful. We're born into sin on the earth, but God creates the beautiful person that you are. And so I am still trying to accept that just because of how I was raised. And so knowing that you're beautiful and knowing that God has grace for you should would really help to just help you understand where you're at. So kind of hit a wall. I started dating again, and then ultimately I found out just how the church felt about um, homosexuality in the church, and so that was a big smack to the face because it was like leaders can't be in a same-sex relationship, and that was the hardest thing for me to hear because I was like, well, I'm going for this, but you're telling me that if ultimately I find out that I am gay and I'm not attracted to women, that I'm either gonna one live a celibate life for the rest of my life and never get married, and serve in the church and be leadership, or two, I'm just going to be set on the pew and serving every week. And if God calls me to do that, that's one thing. But I feel like He's called me to be a leader. And so knowing that, it really put me in a dilemma of like, I know what I feel and I know what I think, but at the same time, I know where God is calling me. And so it's been really hard to reconcile that. And so that's exactly where I've been lately. So ultimately, I have just really been soul searching, and um, who knows where I'll be in a month or in a year. But I do know that right now, I'm coming to terms with the fact that I am attracted to dudes. So what? Like, it's just part of me, and it's something that I'm having to love about myself. And if I could choose otherwise, I would. But you know, God has given me this struggle, this trial, whatever you want to call it, because He knows that I'm strong enough for it. And at the same time, that's a very cliche saying, and I'm not totally behind it because we need His strength. We're just humans. We don't come of our own strength. So, also, He knows that I can be a liaison, that I can be a liaison between the church and the LGBT community. And so with that, I know that one day that I can speak into people's lives. And so that's what I want these videos really to be. These blogs, these vlogs, as the YouTube community wants to call them. So yeah, I really just hope by me telling my story, one, if you're one of my friends or people that I'm sending this to, thank you for watching them. But also thank you for everyone watching them for having grace for me, for being vulnerable with you, because this stuff isn't easy to say. And definitely I'm saying it to a camera, so it's a little bit easier to say. But it's still hard for me to admit it and to say it because I've held these things in for so long, and I've lied about them for so long to people just asking me, that it's become such a norm to live such a secret. But I'm tired of living that secret, and I'm ready to be able to live Josh fully and to be Josh happy, because ultimately this is held back from my joy and my happiness. And so I'm just ready to achieve that and to be there. And so this is going to be the end of this video, but thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate it. Share it, blog about it, whatever, write in the comments section. But if I can help you, email me. I'm putting my email, which is Pencyfency@gmail.com. So email me if you have any questions, or if you just have any struggles. If everything that I'm saying is wrong, email me about it, because ultimately I'm going to be open to your perspective. I just really hope that you're open to my perspective, and I hope that you're open-minded to just see the hurt and the pain that I've gone through searching for this, because literally I've gone through hurt and pain for 9 years. That's a long time to live in secrecy and pain. And so I just want you to try to understand that. And so if I can be of help, if you're going through stuff like this, or if you've gone through stuff like this, maybe you can give me a word of encouragement. Or maybe I can give you a word of encouragement, because it does get better. The grass is greener. Maybe not on the other side, because it is scientifically proven, which we're not going to get into that today, but it's scientifically proven that you can't take the gay out of someone. Because they're attracted to him. And ultimately, if you want to call it sin, then sin you always struggle with and you always deal with. So that's not helping my argument out at all. But ultimately, I just want you to know that God loves you, and that this time of struggle and trial and tribulation in your life isn't for nothing. It's for a reason, and so that's the same for me. God has given me this time to not be hurtful to me, but for me to grow, and for me to love, and for me to learn how to love people even in my pain, in the pain that they're causing me. So I do want you to know that I love you, that I will be praying for you, whoever you may be. And so if I can help you, email me, whatever, comment, blog, whatever you want to do. Jesus loves you, and so do I.